Hello Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. Zodiac Wheel Forecast. I'll just invite Great Spirit, Angels and Guides to join me here for Sagittarius. And thank you for sharing any messages that come through for Sagittarius' highest good and the good of all concerned. Okay, so firstly, got some movement there with that Knight of Wands. Change and adventure. It could be a vacation or travel. Others of you may be doing a lot of soul searching, but you're a bit hard to pin down at the moment, Sagittarius. You've got a lot going on. And for those of you looking to move residence or change within your residence, even changes within your appearance, this is a good indication of taking a lot of action to move in that direction. Oh, lovely. You've got the Lovers there too. Now, this is about your vice and your virtues and making the right choice for the right reasons, finding the right mate. You'll be choosing your partner wisely or even reconciling to create harmony. It is a journey of sharing being indicated here with the Lovers. So it's about trust, it's about love, engagement and marriage. So there is some really significant changes taking place for you in the area of your resources due to the choices that you're going to be making here through January, using your constructive talents. And it is also linked to the family dynamics and your will to survive. It's also a Gemini influence, that Lovers card. Now, here in the area of your communication and short distance travel, you've got the Three of Pentacles. And threes represent growth and expansion and the trinity of life, fruits of partnerships. And this is showing that you do receive some counsel. There's some sort of advice coming through for you. So I do feel that you need to turn to one of your elders, mentors, that kind of thing. It's in the area of communication, short distance travel. Could be money going out on a vehicle or transport, getting those sort of things in order, and that feeling of not getting the cooperation that you need, which could be a bit frustrating for you Sagittarians. Okay, now the Fool here has presented in reverse in the area of your home, family, land, property, and it also governs the past. So this is about being cautious and not necessarily ready to take that leap yet. The King of Swords is connected to lawyers, legal affairs. Now, before you take action, you must really deliberate all the pros and cons and have a fact-checking list to go through. So you've got your pros and your cons, your wants and your needs. King of Swords is air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and the King of Swords is about independence, and it's a message of a time to modify your temper in order to achieve the success that you're aiming for. This is to do with matters of the heart, where you find your joy, speculation, children, hobbies. Okay. And the Eight of Wands is a message here that things aren't moving quite as quickly as what you'd like, and there may be something that you've put forward to do with work colleagues or your working conditions that has disappointed you. Could even be a rejection there. And again, there's also carries the message of watching your temper or jealousy or anger. Now, this could be to do with a co-worker, but this area is also being governed by your health, and eights are a number connected to health and your material progress. So don't go too headlong into anything. Think things through. Get the facts. Ten of Wands is a message of feeling that you're really carrying a lot of the burden, and there's that sense of it not being fair. You want to share the load, and by sharing the load you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So designate if different responsibilities that have been dumped on you, designating them to others. Okay, so I feel that if there's a rejection or some disappointment in your working life, that you'll say, right, fine, well, if I'm not going to get that, why should I be taking all this responsibility? That's the message that's coming through for you, Sagittarius. This is to do with partnerships, whether it's business, marriage, or groups, or dealing with the public. It involves creating balance and harmony for yourself, and it also highlights legal affairs and contracts. Again, this is lifting some of that burden and worry off your shoulders with this Five of Pentacles, and it brings new opportunity, which gives you the opportunity to overcome any health problems and to start over again. In the area of joint finances, mysticism, endings and beginnings, there's a renewal here. So I feel that you're looking for a new path in your working life, and if you've got a negative response from one area of your working life, then you'll look elsewhere, and you're going to keep going until you find it. This Seven of Pentacles is very much in your favour, gives you choice in business, It gives you choice and options in your personal goals and the direction that you're going to take. You believe in what you can do with this Seven of Pentacles showing here. You may have to outlay financially in the beginning, but in the long term it will bring its rewards, so you can sort of sit back and relax a little bit. This could involve new study or doing some sort of new course, higher education, and it also is involving travel, long distance travel as opposed to short distance travel. It does bring celebrations, so don't get too forlorn if you're not immediately getting the results you want or the answer that you want, because you will be celebrating about your career here with the Three of Cups. This is a timing of 3 as well, and the 3 is about growth and expansion, and it's over weeks or maybe over the next month. And in your career you could find that you're forming new connections with others, good time to be with your partner, close friends, family members, plan parties, a special occasion. There's a warm and joyous feeling connected to this, and you will be reflecting the deep love and respect that you share with others. And it's also a sign of feeling blessed and lucky with the group of people in your life. It's in the area of your karmic rewards and public and professional life. And there is a release from something that's been holding you back with this Devil. Release from temptation. And you are ready to start a meaningful relationship. And this is to do with friendships, social groups, and your manifestation. So temptation may have held you back in the past, but you're going to be released from that. Something that you've always been tempted by, you're going to be letting go of it. So that's good for, you know, any bad habits that you want to give up. This is showing that you're moving in that direction. Now the Empress here reversed is about having some difficulties in regards to relationship with your mother. Okay, and it's a sign of there not being a very fertile time at the moment for any of you that are looking to conceive. Maybe January isn't the month to be hoping for that or trying for that. Okay, because the Empress reversed is about not being fertile. Okay, now I'll just ask for you Sagittarians, what is your guardian angel here for you in January? You can ask your guardian angel for signs, you can ask for protection, ask them to come and help, or send them to help someone else if you think someone needs some guidance or protection. You have to ask, otherwise they're not sort of able to intervene or come forward for you if they're not invited. That's why I always invite the angels into the readings and thank them for their messages. Thank you. Oh, lovely. You have the Angel of Tranquility, and the number 33 is connected to you this month. A significant number for you. The Angel of Tranquility, so feeling a little bit of that tranquil life unfolding with this new start that is very prominent here in your spread. Now I'll just also ask about this outlay here to do with transport or short distance travel. Is that going to work out beneficial for Sagittarius? Oh. I'll leave that one there. So you've got a couple of cards here. So I'll take that top one and the one that fell out here. So it does say ask your angels, which is what I said here about the Angel of Tranquility. To ask the Angel of Tranquility for guidance and to show you signs of what path you're taking. And this says you're ready. Okay, so you're ready to do with communication, siblings, brothers, sisters, short distance travel, your local area and neighbourhood, education. Now, this area of the wheel is also connected to journalism, youth and speech, and the trades. Okay, you're ready. It's a good sign. Okay, so the planetary movements and placements here for you this month are Pluto here in Capricorn, in your second house of your resources and finances, your constructive talents. Now, Pluto is the planet that restores life, and there is connection to agriculture and how we grow our food, and that is a very important message that's come through with each reading this month. So there's a big shift with that, and it governs large organisations that have economic leverage to control the destiny of humans. But Pluto is the restorer of life and one of the key planets to human destiny. So it brings the dynamic that eliminates the parasitic growth that would otherwise destroy humans. And it represents either the advancement of society or the destruction of the creative forces by those individuals that prey on society in order to satisfy their own personal lust for power and greed. So do make sure you're not coming from a place of lust, power and greed, because that's coming from the low vibration, and this Pluto transit through Capricorn, especially over the next 4 years before it moves into Aquarius, is bringing about the biggest karmic release we've ever seen. Okay, so that involves governments and corporations, and on a personal level it governs our soul and our important human experiences: life, death, sex, personal freedom. Okay, so on a global level we can see already that some of the biggest changes and transformations are taking place, and that also is affecting what area it lands in for us personally. So this is big transformations taking place in your financial sector. and your measure of self-worth and your support. Next, Venus is moving into Capricorn on the 8th of January. So this is very favourable for business, and professional relationships can run smoothly. It's good for public relations, for designing, for redecorating. Venus rules love, unity, peace, harmony, all the things that we're striving for. So you will be really in that mode of peace and harmony, balance and diplomacy, and using the energies of peace and love in any strategy that you're working on. And it will all be highlighted by the new moon in Capricorn at 23.13 degrees of Capricorn on the 13th of January. So set your intentions on the 13th of January. It's a time of new beginnings, new enterprise with the new moon in Capricorn. Maybe a new authority figure coming to light. It's going to be shining the light on your professional world or your business associations. And best off if you've got nothing to hide, because it will be exposed and brought out in public, which may be a bit embarrassing. Okay, but it's really good for public relations too, so you can win people over even if you do get a little bit embarrassed. So just watch that. Jupiter is here in the 3rd house of communication. Jupiter's in Aquarius, has been since December. So it's highlighting your moral and ethical issues that affect society, and it is establishing connections between people and ideas, and publishing and using diplomacy. So being diplomatic is really prominent for you Sagittarians. Saturn is with Jupiter here in Aquarius. Saturn is about conservatism, about restrictions and perseverance, and it is signifying information and communication coming through about farmers, miners, rules, regulations, and setting and achieving goals to create a secure life in your neighbourhood, in the local area, to do with transport and siblings. Mercury is moving into Aquarius on the 8th of January. So this is also another energy that influences plans concerning your professional life. So you may be actually looking at more localized areas in your professional life, and taking the time to communicate with your superiors and being careful not to get too caught up in red tape. But it's a good time for advertising, or contract negotiations can work out favourable with Mercury in Aquarius in the communication area. The Sun is also moving into Aquarius on the 19th of January. The Sun is the creative energy, so you'll be tuning into groups in your local area that you may want to join and cooperate with, and finding more like-minded people and fitting into group dynamic without violating your own integrity, and wanting to become a part of the team. And this is to do with brothers and sisters, your neighbourhood and your local area, and transport is highlighted. So any of those niggling issues to do with your cars or your mode of transport, this is letting you know that that's going to be a focus, and it's a good idea to get that tune up, get that service, buy those tyres, get whatever it is that you need done that you've sort of been putting off, because there's going to be a big activation of that communication short distance journey area. Neptune is in Pisces in the 4th house for you, Saggies. So this is about extreme sensitivity to the injustices in society and wanting to serve society. And it's to do with your homeland or country of origin or the country you live in, property, family, and it may be something that you wanted to do from your past that now you're going to be given the opportunity to be able to do, that you've probably maybe even forgotten about, but it will come back to you like a realization or a bit of an epiphany. Now Neptune is the redeemer of love, and it's a universal planet, and it sees the divine love in all things. Okay, so there's forgiveness there with any family issues and compassion, and really finding that mystic side of yourself as well. Uranus is still in Taurus here in the 6th house. Uranus, the Lord of Light, ruler of Aquarius. Even though it is transiting through Taurus, it rules Aquarius, and this Aquarius energy is highly activated here through January. So expect the unexpected. Uranus goes direct on the 14th of January. So it's also a time of getting any of your electrical appliances sorted out or fixed, because the Uranus energy governs electricity, and it's in an earth sign, so something could be earthing out, that kind of thing. The high vibration of Uranus expresses great spiritual concern for society, and it enjoys being free and has ingenuity and originality connected to it. But it is the planet of radical change, surprise, sudden events, lightning flash, unconventional, and governs space exploration, the transmission waves, which is where we get all our Wi-Fi and everything through, and computers and all of that sort of stuff. So, you know, if there's things like that you need to get overhaul or tweak or sort out some of your computer connections, all that sort of stuff, which I feel has been happening for quite a long time actually. It's amazing the amount of people that say I can't make this work and I can't make that work, and it's not because they don't know how to use it, it's just because things are playing up, and there's too many things as well. So I think they're all sort of crashing into each other, or you know, not complementing each other. Now Mars is moving into Taurus on the 6th of January. So this early part of January is really being highly activated. So there's a real lot of energy going on, and it's going to be conjuncting Uranus. So this will be establishing for each of us our own rules. We're not interested in being restricted, but we've got to be careful of being too impulsive, because that could cause problems. So make sure you've safeguarded everything that you can. Batten down the hatches as well, because this is also a bit of an accident prone energy. So, you know, get the safety checks done on vehicles, get that electrical wiring sorted out, that kind of thing. There could be some upset in the weather as well, which may not really come as a surprise, because I think most of us can see that the weather's been a little bit erratic. Now, the full moon is at 9.6 degrees of Leo on January the 28th, here in the area of long distance travel, self-exploration, physical exploration, spiritual and mental exploration, law, religion, foreign affairs, travel, foreign cultures, and now abstract mind and spirituality. And you've already got influencing that a sense of accomplishment and completion with that Seven of Pentacles that is talking about a choice in business for you and a choice and options in your direction and personal goals, and believing in yourself and believing in your dreams, setting your goals. And here with the full moon in Leo on the 28th, there's a culmination of your goals and your dreams, and there is a time to really see for yourself with the message of fulfillment coming with any full moon, and harvesting of your endeavors and your intentions. A good time to just take stock of how that's looking at this particular time on the 28th of January. Now, you may find it difficult to conceal your feelings, and in a love relationship you will be expressing your deep emotion and feeling for someone. Some of you could even be proposing. Okay, it is a nurturing aspect, the moon in Leo, but you could be too overprotective, and just remember that desire to protect can prevent people from their individual rights or responsibilities. So now I'll just focus for you on your confirmation card. Culmination was the word that was coming through. So what is the Akashic Records confirmation for Sagittarius for January? Oh, okay. Thank you. Take the top card. And we have the Treasure. Two of Keys. Finding your treasure with that. So I'll just bring it closer so that you can see. Is that clear? Let's see. That might be a bit clearer for you. There we go. There we are. Now, even though he's looking a bit dejected at some sort of treasure that's been smashed around the room out of that chest there, see that chest. Behind him is a stream of light that shines from below the lid of an unbroken chest that rests on a small table, the only piece of furniture in the room that hasn't been touched. Can you see that? It's just over there. Okay. So, this is representing for you, Sagittarius, that there has been disappointment and loss in your life. It could have been the loss of a job or a relationship or even the opportunity. But remember that this phase is temporary. It may take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover, but there is a great treasure within you that is always available. The little chest represents that a part of you that is filled with light isn't valuable, and it can never be lost or damaged. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Okay? Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. There are other opportunities and greater wealth waiting for you to be discovered. The lid on the chest with the treasure of light has fallen open. Some disruptive events may have made you feel vulnerable, but you haven't defended yourself through loss. Or you haven't defined yourself through loss. You've unveiled your spirit and recognized the wealth of life and power inside you. The immediate future fills with manifesting opportunities as well as new and abundant offerings from the universe that are coming to you now. Now, to tap into your Akashic force, just close your eyes and feel the treasure inside you. There is a golden light there that flows through your whole body and into the air around you. This is your boundless and abundant light, and it acts as a beacon to the world. So all is not lost. You still have a secret treasure that's going to benefit you, that even though people may have tried to trash what they thought you already had, they couldn't get to that, and you will rise above it. And don't forget to ask your angels for guidance and protection. So thank you so much, Sagittarius, for joining me for your January reading. For any new viewers, please do click on the subscribe button over there. And wonderful to have you with us on this channel. If any of you would like to get a more personal reading, please just check in the description box below where I've left my details so that you can contact me and you can book a session with me. Alright, it'll be wonderful to hear from you. So sending you much love and many blessings in this new year of hope, 2021. Until next month, namaste.